Last night?
Yeah, brilliant. Devin Haney, I mean, he's a young king, as they say. I think he's going to be the real deal. I think he is the real deal. It's funny, you know, like people say, before the fight, you know, his Abdullayev looks tough, you know, like people saying to me, I'll see him in the camp in LA, he's going to be a real test. And then today they say, he weren't much, that Abdullayev, you know. So there's levels, and there's still levels to overcome, but Devin wants to fight them all now.
How's the stadium coming in Saudi Arabia?
Good, underway. They've moved it from 12,000 to 16,000. And excited. I was there last week. Probably the most breathtaking press conference I've ever seen. Excited. Got to win the fight. Training camp's underway.
What was your reaction when McCracken said that in the third round he felt that Anthony Johnson was concussed?
Like, I think it was blown out of proportion, to be honest with you. Like, I think concussed, I mean, McCracken's not a doctor, but he was definitely, a better word is probably buzzed. How many fighters have been buzzed or concussed in fights where they've carried on? The difference is between reporters and me or you is Rob McCracken fought for world titles. He knows the sport better than anyone, and he knows AJ better than anyone. He felt that AJ could come back in the fight, but unfortunately he couldn't.
How's the beast coming with Dillian? What's going on with that?
UCAD are dealing with that with Dillian. I believe there's some kind of hearing in October, and hopefully he'll get the all clear and can carry on with his career, you know, as a free man, so to speak.
Terrence Crawford. Is that a possibility?
Yeah, I mean, Kel flew out to the Amir Khan fight, and he was chasing that fight. Yeah, he was chasing that fight. For some reason, that didn't really get over the line, but there seems to be a little bit of smoke being talked. But as I understand it, you might know more than me, he's fighting Kavaliauskas.
Which is a bum fight.
Yeah,
You know,
WBO mandatory, I believe, which he'll have to take care of at some stage. And Kavaliauskas is with Top Rank, and Kavaliauskas will be a lot cheaper than Kell Brook. So, you know, we have to see if that makes sense.
And did you agree with Anthony Johnson when he said that Tyson Fury was freezing and Deontay Wilder was freezing him out? And Deontay Wilder said he actually wants to fight him.
Fight AJ.
AJ's, yes. Obviously.
Yeah, I just think like he hasn't mentioned AJ's name for so long, and then he lost, and then he started mentioning it. So I think AJ's a little bit frustrated, but I think for once, I think AJ just wants to focus on the next fight, because he spent probably the last 2 years with other people talking about what's next, who's next, and now he's got to focus on Ruiz, because if he don't beat Ruiz, he can't talk about Deontay Wilder.
How concerned are you, AJ?
In the fight?
Yeah, in the fight.
I believe he's going to win the fight, I truly do. But I also believe there's a lot for him to overcome in the ring and mentally as well, because
How is his mental state?
I think he's in a good place. I think he's extremely focused. I think he's a lot more zoned in and dialed in than he was, obviously, for the first fight. And I see Jarrell Miller last night.
Let's talk about that.
And I was like,
Why is he shaking hands and kissing babies now? Like,
oh, Jarrell.
you threw him under the bus.
No,
you threw
but
him
I
under
just
the concrete.
No, but I just believe he wants to be with us, right? He said some very nice things to me last night, and I've actually got a soft spot for Jarrell Miller, but I can't ignore what happened. So, for the first time in an interview last night, I heard him say, I fucked up. I done something I shouldn't have done. I was badly advised, I listened to people, I took this, I took that. That's like, at least say that, do you know what I mean? So
it's similar to how I forgave you for calling me a little bitch.
Because you're a little bitch. Because I'll tell you why I call you a little bitch, right? Because we could have really good interviews, but you sort of like you try and characterize certain things to get like clickbaits.
I don't do clickbait.
But I actually enjoy your interviews until I feel like we could do some really good pieces together, but I don't know. Like, it's like, what have you got to say about, and bring something up like 3 or 4 months ago, almost with a.
No. What your dad said was very insulting to me.
Well, that's okay, but that was a long time. But listen, I understand. I answered it. Do you know what I mean? And I'll always give you time. Like, people say to me, "Why'd you give that guy time?" Seriously. But you come out, you're part of the media. Other people have banned you. I don't ban you. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. So I'm going to LAX.
Appreciate you.
All right. Take care of yourself. All right.
Oh, by the way, I'll expect that apology next time you come.
No apology, but that's okay.